Welcome to the 360 show, guys. What an incredible week of cricket we've had as India took care of Australia over there in Perth with Virat Kohli's 30th Test ton. Absolutely incredible numbers there as Virat finds form at exactly the right time for India. Also, we talk World Test Championship table and upcoming games for the Proteas against Sri Lanka, and then also some stuff about the IPL as a 13-year-old was picked at the auction for some big money. There's also some big Unsold Stars, all happening on the 360 show this week. Let's go. Let's start with the 360 view as I have 360 seconds to cover the 6 main topics in cricket. Hitting the button right now. Here we go. 360 view with India winning over there in Perth, beating Australia hands down, guys. Incredible performance from the Indian lineup, and I must say I was the most surprised guy out of all as India fought back with 150 all out in that first innings and then bowling Australia out for 104 with Bumrah getting 5 wickets, proving to the entire world he's got what it takes to be the captain of the Test team. Fantastic performance by the entire Indian team. Let's not forget Nitish Kumar Reddy and Rishabh Pant's knocks in that first innings, guys. Generally, when you don't get a big first innings lead, or at least a decent first innings lead over there in Australia, you find yourself in trouble. And India somehow managed to scrape to 150 and then obviously doing the damage with Australia 104 out. So unlike Australia to let a team back in their home country like that. Second innings, lots to talk about. Jaiswal with a fantastic knock there up front with KL Rahul. But the man I really want to talk about is Virat Kohli, and we'll cover him in 1 minute as I just quickly want to finish off here. Australia then 238 all out in that final innings. Incredible test win from India. Congratulations to India and all the Indian fans. Virat Kohli is back. The cage fighter, when he is down and out, away from home, he finds a way to shine, and he's back in the Centurion box as he gets his 30th Test match 100, guys. How did he do it? Virat loves a challenge. I saw some whispers in his ear from some of the Australian players, and I think that sort of got him going, got the juices flowing. And I love the quote from Bumrah here, guys. Everyone at the back end of their careers wants a bit of love from their peers, from their leaders around the team, from the board. You want to be looked after a bit, and you want to feel like, you know what, your value is still high. And this is exactly what Bumrah says here. Virat Kohli doesn't need us. We need him. And how cool is that for a guy that's done everything in his career, a great of the game, a legend of the game, to get these kind of words from the captain, and that will make you feel as a senior player, you know what, I've got more to give to this team. Really, really cool as Bumrah praises Kohli, and century number 30 for him, 81st in international cricket. The number speaks for itself, and this guy's a fighter, and it's the kind of man you want in your team. There's no doubt about it. Guys, remember, it's not a sprint. It is a marathon for India. So 4 more test matches to go. It's all to play for. And remember, the WTC table, it'll have a huge role to play. Let's quickly cover Proteas versus the Sri Lankan team that will be coming over to South Africa. Remember, guys, looking at the WTC table after this, you will see that the Proteas have a fantastic chance to qualify for the top 2, but they've got to have 2 really good test series against Sri Lanka and also Pakistan soon, as they come up against a really good Sri Lankan squad here who's full of confidence, lots of success recently, and remember also had some success in South Africa not long ago. Dhananjaya Da Silva as captain, Kusal Mendes, Angela Matthews still there, just some guys to mention here, and then also Rajita Mbuldinia recalled for South Africa test matches, and both those players were also part of that test team who won over here in South Africa. But the South African test squad, guys, also full of confidence, having gone over to Bangladesh with a great win there. Temba Bavuma is back. Great news for all Proteas fans, and this will start today. The test match series is kicking off, and it's a must-win for South Africa this series, as they will have a fantastic chance to qualify for the WTC top 2 teams. As we talk about that quickly, look at the ladder here. India top, Australia second. But let me tell you, with South Africa, 2 test series wins take them deep into the 60 points percentage. So go play with that predictor again. I'll have it drop down in the descriptions box, guys, and you can have a look at it for yourself. as you will see, give South Africa a 1-0 series win in both occasions against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, which is very likely. They will be in the top 2, more likely, more often than not, unless Australia and India have 5 results. It's quite mathematical. You can go through it yourselves. Rajasthan Royals pick a 13-year-old, the youngest ever IPL player of all time, for 1.1 crore. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys, and I would love to hear what you think. Please post down below in the descriptions box as we hit the 4.5-minute mark. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, very happy for you, young man. I really hope you have a lot of mentors around you, a lot of leadership and guidance. And yes, maybe RR is the perfect team with Rahul Dravid there and some incredible leaders. But I do feel this is very young. I hope he doesn't get thrown into the deep end and let loose to the wolves to take a pick. I really hope he just spends a bit of time in the change room, and I hope Rahul Dravid sees this as a learning curve for him, where he will have some nets with some of the best players in the world and carry drinks and just have a great experience to get some money for him and his family to invest possibly. But he's not ready yet, guys. I do believe he's got the talent, but this is very young. He's got a lot to learn and a lot of challenges still to go through. I hope he gets the guidance that he deserves. Last but not least, Unsold Stars. Jimmy Anderson, Steve Smith is at the end of the era for David Warner. That was posted on X as well. Glenn Phillips, very surprised about that one, guys. As he's been playing really good cricket. Also no Kane Williamson, no Daryl Mitchell. Biggest one of all for me, Shardul Thakur. I mean, guys, come on. If you're paying money for a 13-year-old, how can Shardul Thakur not be there? You got to be joking me. Absolutely incredible, as we were all stunned with some of the picks. Some players overpaid, some underpaid, some not paid at all. It all happened at the IPL auction. And that, you, my friends, is the 360 view. Let's move on to the IPL 2025 RCB squad then. Right, the main topic for this week will be Team RCB for IPL 2025. Did RCB build a good squad or not? What do you guys think? Please post some comments down below. I have my thoughts. I'm quietly confident and fairly excited. I still feel we're lacking. You said it. You said it. A mystery spinner, a match winner, an out-and-out wicket taker. I wanted Yuzi Chahal there. There were some other options we had, some opportunities I feel we missed out on. But we got a Krunal Pandya and a few other really good spinners in the team, guys. As we look at the squad there, full salt wicketkeeper Virat Kohli. I don't think it's been confirmed yet, but he will be captain, I think, looking at that squad. Jitesh Sharma, also wicket-keeping option. And other than that, really a good squad. We called for Bhuvi Kumar, guys. We got him. Happy with Josh Hazlewood. I feel we still missed out on a couple here and there. Rabada was close, but at least we got Lungi Ngidi, who's got a wonderful slow ball. And if he's in form and fit, he is a force to be reckoned with. Jacob Bethel, we spoke about him as well on this show. So we made some decent calls as a team. Missed out on Ravi Ashwin as he went for a fancy number over there. Back to CSK, so we'll let him go. Very happy to see him with the yellow army or yellow jerseys again. But guys, all in all, I'm fairly happy. It's a well-balanced squad. I feel we're missing a match-winning spinner. But hopefully we'll find a way to balance the squad in such a manner that we will still make the Chinnaswamy a fortress. So I think this squad will work at the Chinnaswamy really well, as you don't really need an X-Factor spinner as much over there. But on the road, I feel we're going to miss out a little bit on someone that can turn it both ways. We need it, guys. Every squad needs it. And I feel we are lacking that a little bit. And it reminds me a touch about possibly having a transfer window at the IPL at some time in the future. I've been pushing for that for a long time. And I wish the IPL and the BCCI will bring out a transfer window where halfway through the tournament, you can make some transfers. And if you feel most of your back-end games are away from home, possibly get an extra spinner into your squad, a wrist spinner perhaps. You can maybe go back to the unsold list, or you can swap with some other teams. I think it'll make it very entertaining and exciting and maybe something to think about. Guys, but all in all, I think you guys are also happy. All RCB fans are there. I spoke to some really good old friends of mine, I'm not going to mention names, who are quietly confident and very excited as well about RCB's chances this year. Wonderful squad. Virat right on top of the list with regards to the price he got. Josh Hazlewood, Phil Salt and Patidar as the list goes down there. Let's look at some of the highest paid players in this tournament. Talking about money, Rishabh Pant, top of that list, guys, 27 crore. Shreyas Iyer, 26.75. Venki Iyer, 23.75. Very, very surprised with that number. I'm not saying it's not worth that, but it is quite high. Looking at some of the unsold players, we spoke about that earlier. I'm very, very, very surprised with some of these numbers I'm seeing and some of the players that were completely unsold or very much underpaid. Very interesting as RCB and KKR had a bidding war for Venki Iyer. And the two Ayers there in second and third place. Arshdeep Singh, high value player. I think he very much deserves that. There's a big jump from the third to the fourth player in price wise. And I think Arshdeep and Yuzi Chahal, that is pretty much spot on. I don't think that's overpaid, guys. These guys win games regularly, consistently. And that's what you want to see in your top 5 paid players. And I don't think all of them maybe deserve that tag. I'm not going to mention names. You guys do it. Josh Butler, good price there as the higher paid overseas player in that auction. Congrats to him, KL Rahul, Jofra Archer getting in there. Let's see. Let's see if that's overpaid or not. I think time will tell. That comes down to performance. With Jofra Archer not being in the mix for a long period of time now, lots of injuries. Will he be his money's worth in the tournament? Trent Bolt, Josh Hazelwood. So those are the highest bids at the IPL this year. I think there were some surprises, especially in the unsold box, as some really, really handy players got completely forgotten about. Devil Brevis is another one with a very low base price, not even picked up with all the potential that he's got. Maybe it's good for him and his cricket to go elsewhere, to go get some experience and come back with a bang. As you guys know, I'm still in touch with him and I'm pretty sure he'll be back soon. But some really big surprises elsewhere in that unsold box, as you guys must have picked up as well. Go Team RCB, I think it looks fantastic. David Parikal also back where he belongs. He's been following RCB since he was a little boy, so it's great to have him back. He almost just went to get a little bit of experience elsewhere, and now he's back and ready to win a lot of games for RCB. I think Romario Shepherd, also a really good buy, good value for money, as he can win new games with both bat and ball. And it's great to see him there, guys. That's enough of RCB. I'm very excited about the squad, and I do feel that we'll have a fantastic season in 2025. A little bit worried about that extra spinner, wrist spinner, magic spinner, X-Factor guy, but it's okay. We'll move on from that, and we'll find a way to win games at home and also away from the Chinnaswamy. Let's move on to ABReacts. I love this. Welcome to ABReacts as the BCCI released the window period for the IPL, and not only this season, for the next 3 seasons. And I absolutely love that, guys. So around March 14th till May 30th for all 3 the next 3 years. So this year, 14 till 25 May, March 15, 31 May, March 14, 30th May for the next 3 years. And it gives the teams a little bit of time to prepare, gives the fans an understanding that it's going to be very consistent with regards to when it's going to happen. And I absolutely love that. And there's big value in having that window for the IPL and knowing your dates early for everyone, not just for the teams, for the fans, for the organizers. So congrats to the BCCI for doing that. Look at Venki Iyer's price, guys. The next topic here, 20 lakhs in 21, 8 crore, 22, 23, and 24. And boom, thanks for coming, 2025. Bidding war between RCB and KKR. We already covered that. I do feel, I don't want to put my head on a block. I feel that's a little bit overpaid. I think he's a wonderful player. Looking at some of the other players, that's the reason why I say it. Narayan and Russell, who have won a lot of games for KKR consistently with bat and with ball. It doesn't quite justify that big jump and that big difference. I'm sorry. I'm a guy that goes on performance. Is the guy a match winner? Does he do it consistently? Yes or no? Simple as that. Does he add value in the change room? Yes, that plays a role. Does he give his best at all times? Plays a role. That's it. And I feel there's a little bit of inconsistency with regards to the KKR squad there. But congrats to them nonetheless, and congrats to Venki Iyer. I'm very happy for him. I'm not saying he is a bad player or he's overpaid. I'm saying if you look at the rest of his squad and all the match winners they have there, almost at half his price, it doesn't quite add up. Let's talk about unsold South Africans. Otniel Bartman, Commbox, Devil Brevis, Nandre Burger, a bit of a surprise, right? Outright pace, raw pace, and left armour, something different. He also bowled with Trent Bolt there at RR. I thought he was very handy. No real big other surprises. Maybe Tabra Shamsi and Rassie van der Dussen, two handy players who could add value to a lot of franchises for not a lot of money. So quite interesting. And then some South Africans that were picked up. Heinrich Klaasen, top of the list, guys. 49 million South African rands. I get a little smirk on my face because that is absolutely incredible. Congrats to Heinrich. Rabada, good money that. I think he deserves every cent. He's in form. You know what you're going to get from him, and I think he's going to play a big role at the Gujarat Titans. Great buy for them. Tristan Stubbs, David Miller, very happy that he got picked up, and we know what he's capable of, and hopefully he will find some form in the tournament and make the Lucknow Super Giants happy. And the list goes on, guys. Great to see Anrich Nortje back as well. Faf du Plessis, a little bit underpaid there for Delhi Capitals. I can't quite understand what happened there. Is that what he's worth? I think he's worth a bit more. Experienced player, very consistent up the order. 2 crore nonetheless. I think he'll still be happy with that. He's 40 years old, let's not forget. And then Aiden Markram, the list goes on, guys. Lots of good players. Lungi Ngidi to RCB. And that is that. For South Africans at the IPL this coming year, you see the list there, and I'm very excited to watch my friends perform at the IPL. Commbox, guys, thanks to everyone who partaked in this and put down comments and asked me questions. Let's start with happy birthday to your mom. Thank you very much. Fascinating series so far in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. I fully agree. And then also South African Sri Lanka Test Series too. It's such a good time to be a test cricket fan. I fully agree. And I must say, guys, I grew up watching South Africa play in Australia. And my dad always woke me up around 2, 3 a.m. and said, look, it's Alan Donald running in. I remember the White Lightning and Fani de Villiers getting a cotton bolt for us to win our first test match over there in Australia. So I have fond memories of waking up early, putting on the telly screen and seeing some cricket. And I've been doing that with India and Australia. And it's so enjoyable to do that. And the commentary is really good. The cricket just looks like it's on a different level when their big test series is happening over there in Australia. And I love the fact that India is challenging them. So, guys, keep following. There's big test matches coming up. It's test match season. South Africa, Sri Lanka, and many more. And it's all must-wins for all the teams. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. Great show, gotta say. To say it's almost as entertaining as watching you do it in practice says a lot. Definitely, I'm subscribing immediately. Thank you very much for the love, guys, and thanks for that. Really appreciate it. And it's my responsibility to try improving the content that I give out to you guys. I don't want to be a newsreader. Sometimes I do read some of the comments, but the reason for this channel is to share my thinking about cricket, about life, and also to interact and know what you guys think about and what's on your mind. Klaasen is right. I would love to see India play a 5 test match series against South Africa. I think all the big test playing nations deserve that. I really do. Maybe the top 8. Have a ranking system where if you finish 7th and 8th, you drop down, and that 1 and 2 in the second log come up to 7 and 8. And that's how you play it out. And then you play enough test cricket against each other for the top 8. So there should be enough time in the schedule to look after 8 teams, surely. Otherwise, make it maybe 6 and let the teams fight their way in to get into the top 6 in order to get more cricket against the best teams. There are lots of ways of tackling the beast. I'm not sure what the right answer is. What I do know is we need more test cricket for the teams who are in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th spot. That's just my opinion. We'll see if they get it right. I do have a question, AB. Will we be able to see at the IPL 2025, whether at the RCB or the commentary box? I will be on Geo Cinema, guys, based in Mumbai in the studio. So be sure to download the app and watch the cricket live there. I'm with a fantastic commentary team there, Brett Lee, Chris Gale, Owen Morgan. The list goes on. Scott Styrus, obviously, as well. Cheeky Scotty Styrus, who always challenges me. But I will be there, and maybe, I haven't been invited, I haven't heard anything yet, but maybe I will come and say hi at the Chinnaswamy or at RCB. Nothing's been confirmed yet, and there's still some time. Guys, as per usual, like the show, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, follow me in socials. It was a long show, but I had a lot to cover, and I hope you guys had a wonderful time with me on the 360 show. I'll catch you on 360 Live this coming Saturday. Take care.